Life doesn't ask for permission before teaching us hard lessons. One moment you're going about your day, and the next you're sitting at an emergency vet praying for a miracle. My oldest cat, Anya, got extremely sick all of a sudden last week. And after staying at the emergency vet for over 24 hours, the vet was confident that she has cancer. I've been back and forth from the vet to the oncologist for several days, completely exhausted physically and emotionally. It has been heartbreaking. But it also reminded me of something strangely beautiful, that love and grief are two sides of the same coin. I wasn't sure if I should even film this because I've just been going through a roller coaster of emotions. But then I realized this is when emotional intelligence really matters the most. It's not about staying calm when everything's easy. It's about learning how to stay grounded even when life breaks your heart. When something painful happens, our first instinct is to run away from it or numb it, to stay busy, to distract ourselves. But grief, even anticipatory grief, is really just love with nowhere to go. And if we try to outrun it, it doesn't disappear. It just hides inside us until we finally face it. I've said this before, but emotional intelligence doesn't mean you're unshakable. It means you're honest with yourself about how you feel and you give yourself permission to face and feel it. So lately, I've been letting myself cry, letting myself rest, and letting myself not be okay. Because sometimes the most self-loving thing you can do is to stop pretending to be strong and to just let yourself be human and feel. The hardest part right now is in the not knowing. I don't know how bad her cancer is yet. I don't know if the treatments will work. I don't know how much more time we have left together. But here's what I keep reminding myself of. Focusing on the past won't change it, and worrying about the future won't protect me from it. Every time my mind starts going, were there any signs? Was there anything I could have done before? Or what if she gets worse quickly? What if I only have a few weeks with her left? I have to stop myself and come back, because the what ifs and the hypotheticals don't help. They just steal the only thing that's real, this moment, the present. Thinking about the past and thinking about the future only makes us more anxious, stressed, upset, and more disconnected from what's actually in front of us. So now when I'm trying to bring myself back to the present, because I will tell you it's not easy, especially when my mind starts going to the future hypotheticals, I have to stop myself, reel back, and ask what is the one step I can take right now. Sometimes the next step is calling the vet to make an appointment. Sometimes it's just sitting on the floor, stroking her fur, and breathing and being present. Sometimes it's just allowing myself to do nothing and rest, because everything beyond the present is just a story that I'm creating in my mind. And when I reel myself back and I'm back to the present, I realize she's still here, she's safe, and she's loved. And a part of that is also acceptance, right? And not resisting what's going on, even if it makes us uncomfortable, even if we absolutely hate it, which, trust me, I do. But thinking about the past and all of the potential hypotheticals and scenarios of the future is robbing us from the now. And it's almost like I just have to accept that this is where I'm at right now. That doesn't mean I'm okay with it. That doesn't mean I'm apathetic and that I don't care. It just means this is what it is. This is the reality of right now, and I need to feel what I need to feel. A part of me just kind of wanted to push through this week, film something else, just keep going and not bring this topic up and act like everything's fine. But that would have been the old version of me. Now I know that self-love is giving yourself permission to slow down when your heart still needs to catch up. You don't owe the world a polished version of yourself when you're grieving. If all you did today was just breathe and make it through, that is enough, because healing isn't about doing more and avoiding the pain. It's about allowing space, allowing emotion, allowing love even when it hurts right now. And the truth is, we cannot shield ourselves from grief. It's part of being human. Everyone will experience it at some point, and grief isn't always about death. It can also be about losing a relationship that we thought would last, missing an opportunity that slipped away, or grieving a version of ourselves or our life that no longer exists. The only way to avoid grief is to avoid connection, to never love, never try, never care. And that's not living. Even knowing what I'm going through with Anya right now is absolutely heartbreaking. I'd do it all over again 1,000 times, because the beauty and joy that she's brought into my life and the love I've been able to give to her outweigh every ounce of pain that I feel right now. She taught me what unconditional love really is. On days I wasn't kind to myself, she loved me anyways. She's been a part of my life now for almost 20 years, over half of my life, and she never cared about how I looked, what I achieved, any of my mistakes. She just loved me purely, freely, because I loved her back. And honestly, even though it's painful, it's what makes life worth living. Like I said, love and grief are two sides of the same coin. You'll always grieve something or someone that you loved. We know that at some point in our lives, we have to say goodbye to people. And like I said, not always to loss or death, but because sometimes people aren't meant to be in our lives long term, and we still grieve that past, that relationship with them. To love is to know grief. And even though it sucks and it never gets easy, it is part of life. And it just reminds me to just be so present and to appreciate every little thing and every moment. I don't have a perfect lesson or a happy ending to this video right now. I'm figuring it out as I go. But if you're going through something hard right now, please remember this. You don't need to have all of the answers. You don't need to fix everything today. You are allowed to feel what you need to feel. If you need to cry, cry. Scream if you need to scream. Don't bottle it up. Just ask yourself, what's the next step? The one next step I can make today. And that's enough. That's being present, and something that gives me comfort, even though it sucks, knowing that so many other people are feeling grief, is that I know that I'm not alone in grieving, that there's probably many other people right at the same moment feeling what I'm feeling right now, or that have felt this at some point in their life. And that's the beauty of human connection, right? Is that even when everything seems painful and we feel like we're on our own little island, that nobody will understand, the truth is that so many people do, that so many people have walked through these same emotions as I'm currently feeling. And that makes me feel a little less alone as I try to go through all of this and give myself grace and figure things out. Thank you truly for letting me be real with you today. I'm sending you all a lot of love, and I promise I'll keep you guys updated on my sweet little baby Anya, who I love very much. Love you guys. Bye.
Oi, princesa. Oi, princesa.